So now we're going to log in and create a new job on Greenbot. First thing you want to do is make sure you're logging in at the correct address, which is login.greenbot.com.au/emerging energy. Make sure you put /emerging energy, otherwise the login details which you've created aren't going to work. And you know you're in the right place when you've got the little emerging energy logo next to Greenbot. So enter in your login details. Once you enter in these ones, you can actually click remember me and they're going to save them every time. Okay, so once you've logged in, it's going to take you to the portal screen, which you'll be able to see your trading options for the day, many other functionalities, but for now we're just going to go into jobs and we're going to create a new job. You're going to have the option of the new job screen or the classic. The new job screen, we've made some good developments, so I'd recommend using that one. The next step is to enter in the basic details of a job. You're going to be able to enter in a solar PV or solar water heater system. For this exercise, we'll do solar PVD. Reference number. Now this is however you guys log your jobs internally, to keep track of it down the track. We're just going to call it job 1 today. Job stage, this is important. So if you've completed a job and you're ready to trade it, go to complete or STC trade. However, if it's an upcoming job and you plan on scheduling it to an installer to capture data on site, click new installation. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to get that data on site. Title is just the name of the homeowner. Call them Mr. John Jones today. Installation date. Now, if it's completed, you can select an installation date. However, if we're scheduling it to an installer, we won't know exactly when it's going to be finished today, so we can leave that blank for now. Priority, obviously if high, normal or low, let's just call it normal. The description of the job is generally what you're installing. If you schedule it to an installer, this is going to pop up on the app. So today, let's just say we're installing 20 by 270 watt Jinko panels. The owner details, this is where you can select what the owner type is. So either an individual, corporate body, etc. We're just going to say individual. So if it is a corporate body, then we'll put in organization name plus contact details. But today, it's just a homeowner. Everything with a red asterisk next to it, by the way, you need to fill out. So just put in their mobile number, and then the address. Let's just say physical address, street number 123 Flinders Lane. Now you can either start typing the town or the postcode, and it's going to let you select from a drop down. The owner details is the person purchasing it. If it's the same, the owner's address as the installation address, click the same, or however, if they've, say, a company is renting a property, then put in that address alternatively. Once you save the job, it's then going to ask you if you want to view the job. Click yes, and now it takes you into the job screen. So you'll see that the information that we've entered, the basic details, is going to show up. You've also got the option, if you go over here, to switch between the tabular and modular view. Now, in this view, you can work through it. As I said, for trading STCs, only fill out information with a red asterisk, and you can just work your way through it. It'll give you a progress bar at the top. Today, we're just going to work through in the other view. So you basically want to get as much information in as you can before you decide to schedule this to an installer. So fill out the STC details. This is all pretty self-explanatory, and I'm sure you've seen it 1,000 times before. If any questions regarding this information, feel free to give us a call. So we're just going to quickly fill this out. Remember, if you don't know, for what period would you like to create the renewable energy certificates, click 13 years because it's the maximum year you can claim on this system. Is there more than one SGU? Let's just say no, which is a small generation unit. Now, the system size, let's say it's 5.1. You're not going to be able to calculate the STCs until you put in the installation date. So let's just say it's done on Thursday. You got your 78 STCs. Now, for adding your panels, it's quite easy. You just start typing the brand, panel model, what do we say, 270 watt and 20 panels. Save that and you'll see it's been added to your list. Same thing for the inverter. Let's just say we've done a Fronius, the series is Primo, and just select save. If you've done a 100 kilowatt installation and there are more than one inverters that you've used, you'll just have to add the same inverter 3 times and you'll see it's been added to your list. So once you save this job, it'll come up with a warning. This is what's required in order to trade the job. Make sure it will say, are you sure you want to continue? Click yes, otherwise the information that we've updated is going to get lost. The next step is to assign your installer. So for this exercise, we've got Greenbot Electrician, who we've added to our account. And we'll fill out those details here. And when they've been added to your account, you can just select them from the drop-down box and it's going to automatically populate that information. Now, to schedule an install, you can either assign or add a visit. Let's add a visit today. So we know that the job is going to start today. We don't necessarily know when it's going to end, so we can leave that blank. You do need to put in the time. So let's say a lazy 11 o'clock start. Now, Mr. John Jones, from what we entered in earlier, the system details is also there. We just need to assign our staff. And this is the checklist items that he is going to be sent. You remember before that we added 20 panels and then we saved the job. So our installer knows that he has to go and scan 20 serial panel numbers. Once you save that, it's going to be sent to the installer's app where they accept the job and work their way through that checklist.